The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Again, Jesus left the district of Tyre and went by way of Sidon to the Sea of Galilee, into the district of the Decapolis. And people brought to him a deaf man who had a speech impediment and begged him to lay his hand on him. He took him off by himself, away from the crowd. He put his finger into the man's ears, and spitting touched his tongue. Then he looked up to heaven and groaned and said to him, Epheta, that is, be opened. And immediately the man's ears were opened, his speech impediment was removed, and he spoke plainly. He ordered them not to tell anyone, but the more he ordered them not to, the more they proclaimed it. They were exceedingly astonished, and they said, He has done all things well. He makes the deaf hear and the mute speak. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
A marketing director would have a lot of advice for Jesus. He would tell him, make the miracles front and center, because that's the draw. They get people's attention and make them want more. So don't take this man away from the crowd. Bring him up on the stage where everybody can see. And instruct him to tell everyone what you did for him. It's easy for us to think that Jesus downplayed what was important, or at least what we see as important. He wanted people to follow him, but he wouldn't highlight the things that got their attention. He wouldn't highlight the things that he could do that others couldn't do. And he even told the people he healed, don't tell anyone about it. Isaiah the prophet said God would come with vindication. Isaiah spoke, this part of Isaiah, he's speaking to the Israelites who were in Babylon in exile. He's telling them that one day they will be free to return to their own land. God will heal the sick and he'll make their way easy. The people in the time of Jesus would have seen him in that light. They would have seen his miracles as God breaking into our world. But the problem with focusing on the miracles is that it leaves us out. It's all about what God does for us. God is the divine wonder worker. Heal me, feed me, fix what's wrong. God, you are the only one who can do this, so it's all on you. People came to Jesus for a miracle, and then they paid no attention to his message. For Jesus, the focus was on us following the way of God. It's about a whole way of life we're to live. It's loving and being merciful and forgiving and serving. When we do those things, God breaks into our world. The kingdom of God comes to life in our world. Jesus, in order to understand this, we have to know the whole story. We can't stop at the miracles. We have to know about the Paschal mystery. We have to know about the death and resurrection of Jesus. We have to know that it is through death that new life comes. We are called, like Jesus, to lay down our lives in service of others. Jesus wanted the miracles kept secret until the whole story of his mission was known. That whole story is now known. Jesus, in our gospel passage, said to the ears of a man who could not hear, "Be opened." Today he says to our hearts and to our lives, "Be opened." Be open to following the way of God and bringing the kingdom of God to life in our world. That's the true miracle. And it's happening all the time.